गौरवाणी प्रचारी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी वंदे श्रीमद्द्वैतम् आचार्यमद्भुत चेष्टितं यस्य प्रसादात् अज्ञोऽपि तत्स्वरूपविनिर्णयेत्. Hare Krishna. So today my topics is sixth chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita Leela. So we are very grateful to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami because by the request of the Vaishnavas of Vrindavana, he philosophically in 7th chapter described how the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, came in different incarnations. In the first sloka of the Mangalacharan, we got to know that how in different incarnations Lord manifested himself. So this in this sixth chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami described about Bhaktavataram, how Lord himself, Mahavishnu, came as a devotee to spread the mellow of the Sankirtan Krishna consciousness and to welcome the Lord into this material world. So there is two shloka which has been described in first chapter, 12 and 13. Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Yanmaya Srijati Yada Tasyavatara Evayam Advaita Acharya Ishwaram. So it has been described Mahavishnu Jagat Karta, who is the creator of this material world. Yan Maya Srijati Yada. So by his Maya, who create this material world. Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Yan Maya Srijati Yada. Tasyavatara Evayam. His incarnation is Advaita Acharya. So in this chapter, 6th chapter, from 1 to 26, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami will explain how Advaita Acharya is the Mahavishnu and how he acted as the Nimitta Karan and Upadana Karan behind this material world. And in the 13th shloka, he explained Advaita Harinadvaita. Advaita Acharya, Harina Advaita. Here two Advaita has been mentioned. One Advaita is Advaita Acharya and another Advaita is non-different from the Lord. Advaita Harina Advaita, Acharyam Bhakti Samsana. What is his activity? Bhakti Samsana. To propagate the mission of Bhakti, devotion. Acharya Advaita Harina Advaita, Acharyam Bhakti Samsana. Bhaktavatar Mishantam. This Advaita is Bhaktavatar. Advaitam Acharya Master, that is taking the shelter of this Advaita Acharya. So here, this chapter is little philosophical. Here, one Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentioned different shlokas in Poya, but one shloka he mentioned which is needed to be described little. You can find it here. Maya joiche dui angsho nimitt upadan, Maya nimitt hetu upadan pradhan. He is here giving us a drishtanta. Drishtanta means what drishtanta came from drishta, what we are seeing around us. So why he is citing that type of drishtanta? We are not also seeing Maya is the nimitta and Pradhan is the Upadan. We are also not seeing the normal people. Why he is citing this example as a drishtanta? And in the next sloka, he was telling Apone Purush Bishyer Nimitta Karan Advaita Upadan Hon Narayan. Like this, how Maya is the Nimitta and Upadan is the Pradhan. Like this, the Mahavishnu, he is the Nimitta Karan for this material world and Advaita is the Upadan Karan. So here is the point why he was telling like this. Why this Drishtanta? Because when Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was writing this, that time Sankhya philosophy by Kapila was most prominent, and people most prominently was informed that this material world came from matter, Maya, and Maya is a nimitta karan. Here he explained this more clearly. Yes, নিমিত্ত অংশে করে দেহ মায়াতে ইক্ষণ, উপাদান অদ্বৈত করেন ব্রহ্মাণ্ড সৃজন। And next, যদ্যপি সাংখ্য মানে প্রধান কারণ, জড় হইতে কবু নহে জগত সৃজন। This shloka clearly explained what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wanted to say in the previous shloka. He mentioned the Sankhya philosophy. As by the Sankhya philosophy, the material world know that this material world came from the Maya, Krishna's external energy, not Krishna's internal energy, because I can explain you. I'm explaining you. From Maya, this world came, and from Maya also, this world, from Pradhan, this world manifested. That's why it is a Upadan karan. So we need to understand what is Nimitta and what is Upadan. So one very little example, when we are cooking, when we are cooking some vegetables, the ingredients of vegetables is the Upadan. But vegetables cannot cook himself. It needs fire. So this fire is the Nimitta karan, and the vegetables, this is the Upadan karan. Similarly, Sankhya philosophers, they want to express that this material world came from Maya, and from Maya, Pradhana, it becomes agitated to Mahatattva, and here they showed 25 elements, and in these 25 elements they include the Purusha avatar also, Purusha. So here in this shloka, Srila Prabhupada gave a very nice purport about the reference, from the reference of Baladev Vidyabhushan, how he conquered the philosophies of Sankhya philosophers. He said, according to Sankhya philosophers, Maya is inert, but it has some transformations. But Purusha, what is the ingredient of this Maya, in these 25 elements, he is inactive, means Nishkriya. So by their dwellings, this material world came. So Baladev Vidyabhushan was telling, from something matter, anything living being cannot come. There, he cited 3 examples. From first example, Sankhya philosophy gave an example that when we make some clay pot, the clay is the Nimitta and Pradhan. Similarly, together, Nimitta and Pradhan, nothing behind this. But Baladev Vidyabhushan was telling, something matter cannot be equivalent which has life. This material world is full of life. So something which has life cannot be cited as a drishtanta for the living things. So matter and this life cannot be similar. Then Baladev Vidyabhushan gave 2 examples. One, sometimes from rice there is some scorpions comes. It doesn't mean these scorpions came from rice. Some species put their eggs there, and from this scorpion came. But as we are not seeing the source, we are thinking from this rice scorpion came. And another example is cited. In our bed, sometimes we see some bugs, right? It doesn't mean that from this bed bugs come. Bugs come. There are some species which can manifest, which can born from sweat, which from the pairs of male and female. So there are 6 types of maybe reactions he showed where from life can comes. So some bugs are found from the bed doesn't mean that bed give birth of bugs. So this scientific is totally wrong. And he showed Purusha cannot be Nishtiya. Purusha is Kshatriya. Because without any life, there no life can come. So you can read it very nicely from Prabhupada's books, Life Comes From Life. There Srila mentioned it very nicely. So now how Mahavishnu, he showed behind this Maya, there is Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu make a glance. So here one thing to show the chronology. In Goloka, there is supreme personality of Goddess Krishna. And there is Vasudeva, quadruple, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. Right? From this Sankarsana comes Vishnu or Narayana. And there are also four quadruples. Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. These four quadruples maintained the spiritual world of Goloka. And this is Vaikuntha. This Vaikuntha spiritual world is maintained by these four quadruples. And from this Sankarsana comes Mahavishnu or Karnadaksha Vishnu. This Mahavishnu glances upon the floating universes which were inactive, which we call Pradhan. It's like a godown which are to be opened but not yet to be in action. So when he glanced over it, then it's become active and Mahatattva comes. Then Mahatattva agitated. When Mahatattva agitated, then he again by his supervision, he manifested all the qualities, all the elements, and at last by his own supervision, he manifests this material world. So, like this, Mahavishnu is he is the first cause of this material world, because by his endeavor, this material manifestation has been occurred. That's why he is the Nimitta Karan. And the secondary creation, which was supervised by the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, you can see the translation of Srila Prabhupada. Here, in the second cause, he mentioned in bracket Advaita Acharya Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, because he held the secondary supervision of creation. So there is a nice point. Now Advaita Acharya will explain in this 1-26. Though this Mahavishnu is the Amsha of Krishna, but he is mentioned as Anga. Because though he is Amsha, but he is the very close personality of Lord, by whom Lord will manifest different special activities like Advaita Acharya is doing, propagating bhakti. That's why here it is very significant in this chapter that Advaita Acharya is not Amsha, he is Anga. There is a slok I can recite. অংশ না কহিয়া কেন কেহ তারে অঙ্গ, কেন কহ তারে অঙ্গ, অংশ হইতে অঙ্গ যাতে হয় অন্তরঙ্গ, মহাবিষ্ণুর অংশ অদ্বৈত গুণধাম, ঈশ্বরে অবেদ ভেদি অদ্বৈত পূর্ণ নাম. So here it is telling Mahavishnu Angsha, but he is mentioned as Anga because of his special activities. What is his special activities? Now from 27 to 35, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami will explain what is his special activities. What is his special activities? Another significance of his name Advaita means he doesn't know anything. He only know one thing. What is this? Propagating Harinam Sankirtan. Without this propagating bhakti, he doesn't know anything. Any two things he doesn't know. He know only one thing, that is bhakti. Here it is telling.
1 minute. Okay, we'll find it here.
He also explained this in one verse here, that Advaita Acharya knows only one thing, to propagate bhakti. That's why his name is Advaita. One is of his name is Mangala also, because he showers all auspiciousness in this material world. So, and what is his activity? His activity, purbe joithe koilo sarva bishwero srijan, avatori koilo ebe bhakti pravakti. How he created this material world. Now, like this, he also, as a nimitta karan, is the nimitta karan of this Sankirtan Yajna. And he is the Upadan karan also. How is the Upadan karan? When he will give Tulsi to the Salakram Shila, he will be the Upadan karan. So, same activities as Mahavishnu and Garvadakshay Vishnu is doing also here. Avatari koilo ebe bhakti pravartan. Jiben istarilo Krishna bhakti kori dan, Gita Bhagavate koilo bhaktir vyakar. And even when he is reading scriptures also, he is seeing nothing except bhakti in everything. You all also know, when he was reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in one verse he was not finding where is bhakti here. Then he fasted for several days. And when he is convinced that yes, there is bhakti, then he again started eating. So without bhakti, he was not seeing anything. And in Chaitanya Bhagavat, you will find in maybe first chapter, first some chapters, how Advaita Acharya propagated this Sankirtan movement. When he came in this world, and in first chapter maybe, or Chaitanya Bhagavat, here was explained what was the condition of Navadvip that time. That time, by the name of Goddess Kali, Goddess Durga, they were slaughtering goats, they were drinking wines, they were doing many things which is beyond the scriptures, which is total full of indiscipline. That time his heart became too much hurt. What they are doing, what is the goal of their life, how they will be delivered from this material world. Already the Kali Yuga has been started this mission, but now they are not aware about this. I should do something for them. Then here it's mentioned that Bhakti Upadesh Binu Tar Nahi Karjo Otayeb Naam Hoilo Advaita. Yes, I found this. So Bhakti Upadesha Binu Nahi Tar Karjo Otayeb Naam Hoilo Advaita. His name is Advaita for without bhakti, he doesn't know nothing. And then what he did, by seeing the very misfortunate life of this jiva, Jaharo Tulusi Dole, Jaharo Hunkare, Shogono Shoite, Chaitanya Avatare. Then he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I wrote here 27 to 35. Now I also explained what he did. He did Acharyam Bhakti Shamsana. Bhakti Shamsana 27-35. He welcomed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he propagated the Harinam Sankirtan. He welcomed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he prayed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to save the delivered people. And thus he started this Hare Krishna movement. And after this 27 to 35, yet some shloka to be mentioned, because these are full of emotion. যার দ্বারা কইল প্রভু জগত নিস্তার, আচার গোসাইয়ের গুণ মহিমা অপার, জীব কীট কোথায় পাইবে তার অপার। যার দ্বারা কইল প্রভু কীর্তন প্রচার। 10 minutes. Okay. So here we see that how we are very grateful to Advaita Acharya, because without him, he is the main nimitta karan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had no chance to come here. By his great prayer and great compassion, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested here. And at the last section, it's has been said that how Advaita Acharya had the dasamanovriti, servitorship nature, 36 to 120. So here Advaita Acharya had very bad feelings for Mahaprabhu, that I am his servant, but always he is mentioning as his guru. Because Madhavendra Puri is my guru, Ishwara Puri is his guru, I am his Guru's god brother. Always he is serving me, he is dealing with me as his Guru. It's a very painful moment for me. Then there Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained the inner feelings of Advaita Acharya, where Advaita Acharya was saying, see, Krishna, Vasudev was your father, but he also had servitorship for you. In the conversation with Uddhav, he expressed his heart that, hey Uddhavji, please let me always surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. I know he is my son, but he is also the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I wanted to be his servant. And he also cited all the sakhas of Vrindavan. Sridham, Sudham, how they are in every second doing their activities to please the Lord. And Advaita Acharya also cited by different sloka, and Kishore also showed the gopis, how they are living life only for the pleasure of Krishna. They are full life only for the pleasure of Krishna. They know nothing, how they are sleeping, how they are everything. They are sleeping, they are waking up, they are eating, they are decorating their body, everything for the pleasure of Krishna. If Krishna feel amusement to see us, then that's the success. And even Srimati Radharani, where in maybe fourth chapter, fourth or fifth chapter, Krishna mentioned Radharani as the guru of him. She is also, who is the highest position of the devotees. She is also always aspiring to be the servant of Lord. And also he explained Shiva, Brahma, and all the devatas, how they are serving to Lord. So at last, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was concluded that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Chaitanya Dasmoy, Chaitanya Das, Chaitanya Dasmoy, Das Das Das. Everyone's eternal position, everyone's constitutional position is to be the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nothing else. He is the only worshipable personality, and our main duty is to worship him. Thank you. This is the sixth chapter. And unfortunately, I'm alone, so there's little chance to perform this drama. But I am explaining this first time very shortly.